Hi, okay, so this is my first video I'm gonna try doing for YouTube, and I am trying to do the Book of Shadows tag that Amethyst has going on right now. I was watching another video by somebody who did a tag, and I thought, that sounds interesting. And let's see. So there's 7 questions. Uh, First one is, what does your Book of Shadows mean to you? As you can see, this is my book. I created it. I actually made it myself. Took me a couple months because it is so large. And unfortunately, I'm such a perfectionist that I have to think about every little detail, and if it doesn't work out, I start in a different direction with it. So to me, my Book of Shadows really means it's a more of an extension of me, because I put so much energy of myself into it, not only in creating the book, but also with the pages that I'm doing. Like I said, it's been almost a year since I created it, and I'm just now starting to put pages in. And they take me quite a while to do one page. Second one is, what is your favorite thing to do in your Book of Shadows? I would have to say, for me, it would be just the creating process. I don't think I'm a great artist, and getting the ideas and the info together to get it the way I want. For example, right now I'm doing a page on moon phases. I lay it out on a piece of paper that's smaller to get it the way I want it to look, and then I transfer it into my book. Like right now I'm doing, like I said, moon phases. This is my page. Not done yet. Still working on it. But that's what I do. So it's just the whole creative process that I enjoy doing. Number 3, do you ever let anyone see or read your Book of Shadows? The answer would be yes, but it's only family, because they know what I am, who I am. In fact, my husband is actually a pagan as well, and we just created his first book. I don't know what he has in it, if he started putting anything in, but I talked to him about it, and he sees my process as well, and I can bounce ideas off, and it's kind of a together thing, but this is mine where he has his. Number 4, what do you call your book? I do call it a Book of Shadows. However, if I'm talking to my husband or my kids, talking about a page, I just call it the book. They know what I mean. Number 5. Do you have more than one Book of Shadows, or do you have several that you separate into categories like spells, rituals, herbs? When I first started on this path, it's been almost 14, 15 years, I'm not positive. I did do a lot of books. If I find something, I'd write it down in a specific book where it was broken down into categories. Trying to find those books all the time when I need them, not easy. So I wanted to put everything into one book. Hence the reason this one. And hence the reason it's so large. Second part, when did you start your first Book of Shadows? Like I said, when I started down this path about 14 or 15 years ago. Number 6, how do you feel about symbolism when choosing your Book of Shadows? I think symbolism has a big part to play. I don't always follow certain things when I do my pages or my book. Sometimes it's just what feels right to me. A couple of my Sabbath pages, I do follow the colors associated with that season or that Sabbath. With the moon, I do a lot of silver because to me, that is her color. So I do use some, but it's what feels right when I'm in the moment working on that page or pages. And number 7, what is your opinion on your Book of Shadows following the popularized charmed aesthetic of looking aged with calligraphy perfect, writing inside? I wrote that all over a page. Can't really read it. I think some of them are really cool to see. If I could do calligraphy, I would do it. But to me, it almost seems like it's too manufactured, like it's mass produced. Part of putting my thoughts and info on pages in my own handwriting makes it more a part of me. So, and actually I created my book more like the Practical Magic one with the trifold, as you can see. So, I mean, it all has its own, it has its place in it, but yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this question. Like I said, to me, the pages look too manufactured or mass produced. And doing it in your own handwriting, creating it with your pen and paper or pen and your quill and ink, your watercolors, your paints. As you can see, that's some of my, right there, some of my art things. And I got paints in a different spot and watercolor pencils. So I'm trying my hand at all different types of medium. Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'm not good at this. This is why I don't do actual video responses and usually just type everything out. So I'm going to end with that before it gets too long. So hopefully I can load this onto YouTube. If not, I will be typing everything out. Thanks and blessed be.